Utah Governor Spencer Cox signs a controversial bill into law. A motorcyclist is in critical condition after a crash, and your daily weather forecast coming up with the highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the days ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Ryan Forsey. Utah Governor Spencer Cox has signed the Public Sector Labor Union Amendments Act into law, a measure that has drawn both support and criticism. Supporters say the bill, which takes effect in July, ensures fairness by preventing public employers from recognizing unions as bargaining agents, while critics argue it limits collective bargaining rights for teachers, firefighters, and other public employees. Some lawmakers are considering alternative legislation, and union representatives may seek a ballot referendum to challenge the new law. A motorcyclist is in critical condition after colliding with an SUV that was making a left-hand turn at the intersection of Bluff Street and 100 South in St. George. Here's Nick Fiala with the details.
First responders diverted traffic from the intersection of Bluff Street and 100 South Monday afternoon after a motorcycle and an SUV collided there. St. George Police Public Information Officer Tiffany Mitchell said that the SUV was headed south on Bluff Street and making a left-hand turn onto 100 South. As the SUV was making the turn, a motorcyclist traveling north on Bluff Street was unable to stop before colliding with the passenger side of the SUV. The motorcyclist was then transported from the scene by Gold Cross ambulance. Mitchell described the motorcyclist's condition as very critical. She said the driver of the SUV has cooperated with authorities as they work to reconstruct precisely what happened. No citations were issued at the scene since it is still under investigation.
Thanks, Nick. Let's take a look at your daily weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. In St. George currently, it's sunny and 62 degrees. Expect a low tonight of 36, with tomorrow's high reaching 62 degrees as well, and a low of 38. Over in Mesquite, it's sunny and a warm 66 degrees right now. Tonight's low will be 42 degrees with a high of 67 and a low of 43 expected for tomorrow. Meanwhile, in Cedar City, it's mostly sunny at 45 degrees. Anticipate a chilly low of 26 degrees tonight, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from a high of 52 to a low of 28. Now we'll head over to Tyler Todd for your Southern Utah Injury Law Review.
Hi, I'm Tyler with We Win Injury Law. Construction sites are some of the most dangerous work environments, and injuries can and often do occur due to unsafe conditions, faulty equipment, or lack of proper training. In Utah, injured workers may have the right to pursue workers' compensation or even third-party liability claims against negligent contractors. Understanding the nuances of construction injury law can ensure you are fully supported during your recovery, both medically and financially.
Thanks, Tyler. Washington City Mayor Chris Staley has officially proclaimed February as Healthy Heart Awareness Month after 4 bystanders helped save a man's life. Cameron Wilford suffered a cardiac arrest during a basketball game, and thanks to quick CPR and the rapid response of Washington City firefighters, he survived. At a city council meeting, Wilford met and thanked those who stepped in to help, saying he's alive today because of their efforts. Authorities in Hilldale and Colorado City are raising concerns after a rise in serious crashes involving underage riders on electric dirt bikes and mopeds, leaving several youth critically injured. Here's Cody Blowers for a closer look at the safety risks and what's being done to prevent further accidents.
As the popularity of mopeds, scooters, and electric dirt bikes continues to surge across the country, officers in Hilldale and Colorado City, nestled along the Utah-Arizona border, have seen a recent surge in the number of serious crashes that have left several juveniles critically injured. Lieutenant Mark Gower with the Colorado City Hilldale Police Department told St. George News in a recent interview that there has been a spike in the number of crashes involving juveniles on electric mopeds or motorbikes. In fact, 5 such crashes have been reported since the end of December, and all of which have resulted in serious injuries, he said, which included broken femurs and other fractures, as well as significant head injuries and large lacerations, leaving law enforcement to ramp up their efforts to address the issue, which involves taking a more proactive approach that includes parental involvement, a critical component in sending a clear message that reckless behavior is not only dangerous, it can be deadly, Gower said. And here's the lieutenant with more.
I want to concentrate more on the parents, them controlling this a little bit better, or a lot better with their children, and making sure that they know where they are and what they're doing when they're out riding ATVs and motorcycles, scooters, whatever it may be. Having some responsibility there to make sure their child's not doing things that are dangerous. We now, these parents are dealing with children now that are severely injured. Some of them may have lifelong complications from these.
Parents play a key role in supervising their child when they are riding one of these electric or motorized vehicles, which can go a long way in protecting them from serious injury or death.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Ryan Forsey with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.